Hello everyone, welcome back. First video of 2026. I'm very excited to be back, excited for the new year, excited for what projects I'm going to make this year as well. And that's why I wanted to make this video, was to just talk about things that I'm excited to make, especially after the holidays and making a lot of gifts and things for other people. I'm excited to get back into making a couple things for myself. And these are some things that I've had on my list that have been catching my eye, things that I'm really excited to work on. Kind of no particular theme, just things and patterns and projects that are really kind of calling my name right now, and I thought it'd be fun to share with you as well. So there's going to be a mix of some knit and some crochet, and a bunch of different kind of project types as well, some bigger projects, some smaller projects. But yeah, just kind of a whole collection of different things that I'm really excited to make. So the first project that I wanted to talk about was the dumpling bag. This is a crochet project and I just love the shape of this bag. I think it's so cute, really practical too. I am a big bag girl. I love a huge bag for carrying all my stuff around, and the size of this bag looked perfect for me. I also had a lot of scrap yarn, a ton of Lily Sugar and Cream yarn specifically that I had bought for a project and hadn't used, and I thought that using that yarn for this bag would be the perfect way to get it out of my stash and use a whole bunch of colors at the same time. So I think this one's super cute. I love the construction. It's very unique. I will say the pattern is a little bit expensive. It came out to 20 Canadian dollars, which I think is kind of a lot for a pattern. I know a lot of work and time and effort goes into these patterns, but I do just want to mention that. I think $20 is kind of a lot, but the bag is so cute, and I was trying to maybe find something similar with a less expensive pattern, but this one just kept kind of coming back up to the top of my list. And I love color, so I'm really excited about this project. I actually already started it, so I thought I'd give you a sneak peek, but this is how mine is looking. I'm just getting to the part where you kind of turned it into the dumpling, so it's pretty big right now. But I just love all of the different colors. If you have a lot of scrap yarn, this is a perfect project to use it. I've already gotten through like 3 skeins of yarn that I really needed to get out of my stash, so it's really coming together nicely. And I just think this in the summer with like a plain white top is going to be so cute. So really loving the way that this is coming together. It's been a really kind of relaxing, pretty easy meditative project, so if you're looking for something like that, I would definitely recommend this. And I just, in like the bleak middle of winter, working on something really bright and colorful and fun has just been bringing me a lot of joy, so really been enjoying working on this project, and that's probably going to be one of the first projects I finish in 2026. And then the next project on my list is the City Hiker beanie. I have been seeing this on Pinterest especially, and I just love the shape of this hat. I'm really into the trapper style hats that have the ear covers. I think they look really cute and also are super practical. Here in Canada, it's freezing cold, so it's nice to have something to cover your ears. And this is worked in a bulky weight yarn as well, so nice and kind of chunky, and also something that I don't think will take a ton of time to knit up. And you can do so many different things with like colors and tweed yarns and different things like that. So I've really been loving this hat. I just think it's like so chic, but has kind of classic elements with the trapper style. And I think it's something that would be super practical in my winter wardrobe as well. And then the next project that I'm really excited to make this year is the Mega Solar Blouse. I saw a creator wearing this on TikTok and I loved it. And it's the perfect project to use that kind of like unique hand-dyed yarn on. All of the different versions that I've seen on Ravelry have been so beautiful, and I just love the way that they come together. And I like that it's kind of in between like a t-shirt and a sweater. It's definitely still like thick and warm and more of like a fall winter item, but it's not like bulky like the sweater that I'm wearing right now. So I liked that, and the construction as well just looks really interesting and really modern too. I think the way that the ribbing works just gives it kind of like an edgier look that I really want to explore with knitting. And yeah, I just think that it is such a beautiful, simple, but with a little bit of visual interest, and with the right yarn, I think it is such a beautiful project. I have this yarn that I picked out for my birthday last year, and it's this beautiful like pink robin's egg blue and brown on like an off-white base, and I think that this yarn will be perfect for that project. I already have kind of my sweater's quantity of yarn, so I'm really excited to get that one started. I think it's going to be a big project that takes a lot of time, but I think it will be so unique and really an interesting and exciting piece to add to my wardrobe. And yeah, knit sweaters are still really daunting to me. I finished a couple now, but I think I'm ready to like jump back into another project that's going to take quite a few months of my time. And I think this color palette too will be really nice as kind of a transition color from the winter into the spring. So I can still have like a nice warm sweater, but in a bit more of a spring color and with a little bit more of an exciting texture too. So I'm hoping that I finish it in time where it's kind of the perfect spring piece. We'll see if I actually get it done that quickly, but really excited to get started on that one. Okay, this next pattern is a crochet pattern, and I have been seeing this on Juuulmakes Instagram for I think a couple months now, and she just finished the pattern test and announced that she's releasing the pattern this week, which is so exciting. I've been absolutely dying to make this pattern, and as soon as it comes out I will be buying it and making it, and probably making it honestly in the exact same color of yarn as this like chartreuse lime green color. I just love the way that this looks. I love the offset look. I know that kind of like asymmetrical look has been really popular now for a couple seasons, and I love the way that this crochet stitch looks with the kind of offset asymmetrical join. And I think there's a lot of room to do really cool stuff with buttons here. I've been seeing a lot of people using the like metal closures, and so I might experiment with something like that, something to make it like a little bit edgy, a little bit more like funky, modern, but I just love the construction of this. I love the shape of it, and I just like the option for a bit more of a unique cardigan as well. Like I said, in Canada you kind of need to have a sweater on all the time, but something with a little bit of visual interest and something that's a little bit out of the box, I think just makes having to wear a sweater every day look a little bit more exciting. And I love the color that she made it into. I think I'm gonna stick exactly to that. I think it's gorgeous. But yeah, I've been counting down the days for this pattern to come out. I'm really excited. And I haven't crocheted a big piece, I think like since I made this, which would have been in October. So I'm excited to kind of get back into crocheting some bigger pieces and back into like the first craft that got me into fiber arts and just enjoying some crochet again. I'm also excited that I'm much faster at crochet, so it shouldn't take me too long to get that cardigan done either. But if you want to watch the process of me making that cardigan, I might film it as well, so let me know if you'd be interested in something like that. But I'm really excited to just play with this pattern, go explore looking for buttons, and just see kind of how this all comes together. But I think this is going to be such a key piece in my wardrobe when I finish it, so I'm really excited to start working on that one. And these next two patterns are more like genres of pattern, or things that I'm excited to make that I don't have a specific pattern for in mind yet. And the first one is a crochet blanket that mimics a patchwork quilt. I really like specifically the kind of like star block looking crochet blankets. I would love to learn how to quilt. I think sewing is something that's going to be on my like 2026 learn to do list, but for now I think using crochet to mimic the quilt look will be a really fun way to do that. And I've seen so many beautiful examples of people making blankets like this. And again, I think it's a great way to use up some scrap yarn too. I have quite a few cotton scraps, and I think making it a little bit more of like a summery colored quilted star block blanket will be really fun. And this is one of those projects that I kind of just want to chip away at over time, like every so often make like one of the star blocks and then put it away and come back to it, and just let it be kind of my like chill when I'm in between projects or when I don't want to use my brain too much, having it kind of be that project that goes on in the background. So I'm really excited to do some more research too into like how I want to lay out the blanket, the colors that I want to use, how I want to make the quilt blocks, all of those different things. And yeah, I really haven't made a lot of blankets either, so I want to challenge myself to kind of get out of my comfort zone of makes and go into some larger projects and make some more things that are more like heirloom items as well. I think a really beautiful blanket is something that can be like passed down or like passed along or gifted, and people really treasure those kinds of things. So I think it's a good project for that kind of reason as well. But yeah, we'll see where this one goes. If you have seen any patterns that are similar to this that you really love, let me know down below and I'll definitely check them out. But I think it's just so beautiful. And then one more garment that I want to make is just a really simple Raglan knit t-shirt. I love the look of knit t-shirts. I think they're so classy and they just take kind of a basic shape and really elevate it. I love a t-shirt. I'm like a graphic t-shirt girl. So having a knit version of a t-shirt I think would fit really nicely in my wardrobe. I have this butter yellow cotton from Hobby, and I think making a knit t-shirt in this butter yellow color for the spring would be so cute. There is a pattern that I saw on Etsy that I think I'm going to use. It has instructions for all types of different yarn weights and needle sizes, which I think is really fun. But again, if there's one that you love, definitely let me know. I think there's like a million different ways to make it and it's such a basic. So just looking for something that's like simple, clean. The Raglan isn't too like ornate, I think is what I'm going for. But yeah, I just think it's such a good wardrobe staple. I might like duplicate stitch like a star or a flower or something on the front of it too, just to give it a little bit more visual interest, or make a second one and do that. I'm not sure, but I think they are just like really classy and really cool. Every time I see someone wearing a knit t-shirt, I'm like, oh, I love that. And you can wear like a long sleeve shirt underneath and do like a layering thing. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I know it's such a basic and kind of not a standout pattern, but I just think it's one of those things that will fit well in my wardrobe, and one of those things where before I knew how to knit, I always coveted things like that, and now it's like, oh, I can actually do that. So I will be making one of those for myself. And then the last pattern on my list is kind of just a fun one, and it's the knit knot bag charm. And I just think that this is so fun. I think it would add really nice texture to a bag. I love a bag charm, and this one specifically, I feel like there's so many different like colors you can do, and it's quite straightforward from what I can tell. It's just like an I-cord that's been knotted, so it feels like one where I could make like a whole bunch of different ones and in different colors. You could add beads, you could add some texture, you could use like a variegated yarn. But I just think that they are so cute and kind of whimsical and silly. And I love kind of a fun project like that. And I think it will just add some really nice visual interest to especially like shoulder bags, like a bagoo style bag or something like that. I think they are perfect for that. So just like a fun, quick, silly project, but I think having those on your list is like just as important as like big sweater garment pieces, and having some diversity and trying some different things. But yeah, that's everything that's kind of on my current like top of mind list right now. Things that I'm excited about, things that I've been seeing, ways that I can use yarn that is in my stash that I'm really looking to use up as well. And that's kind of how I like choose patterns and projects that I want to work on too. It's like, does it like spark joy and make me excited? Is it something that could maybe use materials that are already existing in my stash? And then also, is it something that fills kind of a need in my life or in my wardrobe or whatever that might be? And if it ticks at least one of those boxes, then there's a good chance that I will make it or will be excited to make it. And we'll see how many of these I actually end up getting to. I would really like to make all of these things, but you know how it goes. And then sometimes you like see a pattern out of the blue and then you're like, I gotta make that instead, and things get pushed to the back burner. But I'm really excited about these projects. I'm excited to dive right back in to fiber arts, especially because it's like the middle of winter now. It's like the perfect time to just be cozy, work on crafts. And I'd love to know what's on your list to make in 2026 as well. If there's any projects that are really speaking to you, any patterns that you're looking at, any kind of just like general themes of projects that you'd like to work on, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to see, and maybe some of them will make it onto my list as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful start to the new year. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!